Hi, Brandon Hardison, President of Champion Strategies, with our ongoing public speaking workshop. We want to explore a different way of how the new technology, Zoom example, can be conquered and mastered where you're comfortable doing. Just weeks ago, Zoom was a word uttered mostly by toddlers, playtime, let's hang out. And it was not an innovation to see your coworkers in bathrobes. But in our current reality, these platforms are just one way to communicate their way. People are still leading meetings, hosting presentations, joining panel discussions. So, though it may be a bedroom instead of a boardroom, we've got new stages for sharing our meetings, and we need new ways to effectively communicate them. Next time you need to make a virtual presentation, here are some tips to consider. No matter the audience, you have to assume that now everyone has more directions. A press conference of the latest episode of Little Fires Everywhere, or a video of Madonna singing about fish competing for their attention. They're probably taking this meeting from the couch and are making the audience go to the meeting, the more likely you are to keep them there. So this isn't the time to rinse and repeat presentation. Talk to your audience. If you're a professor who's already familiar with the students, don't introduce yourself. If you're two journalists hosting a fireside chat for political junkies, don't define the terms your attendees already know. Yes, today it seems that we have time, but no one wants to spend theirs learning something that is already familiar. IRL presentations are like fancy dinners with appetizers, main courses, and maybe even a dessert or two. There's so many introductions and tangible remarks. But with virtual meetings, time is a luxury. You don't have to. So think of Zoom more like a delicious protein bar. If anyone actually likes the protein bar, be as effective as possible when satisfying the needs of the presentation. Economy of language is your friend. If you like attendees to ask questions, make sure the Q&A function is turned on and the exceptions are set. Just because people are asking in real time doesn't necessarily mean you have to answer them too. If you think it will veer off the course, let the audience know that you'll be saving your responses till the end. And strike at home tone. Living rooms are inherently less stuffy than convention centers, and your presentation should reflect that. Depending on the subject matter, this is likely not a time for black time formality. Instead, use the opportunity to be a human. Crack a joke, let people into your home, and acknowledge that though you're not technology in the same place, you're all together. Once again, Brandon Hardison, President of Champion Strategies, with our public speaking posts for today. And as always, in parting, you go out and you make it a champion day.